Today, we're going to take some time to talk about and celebrate the life of a true baseball original, the one and only Davey Lopes. He was the kind of player who could change a game with his speed, who played with this incredible spirit, and his impact, well, it's still being felt today. It's a tough week for the baseball world, as we've lost an absolute legend, a guy whose presence on the base has just brought this whole different level of excitement and tension to every single game. Davey Lopes passed away at the age of 80 after a long fight with Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. And while we're all so sad to see him go, today we really want to celebrate the incredible career he built as a four-time All-Star and, of course, a World Series champion. So to really get who Davey Lopes was, you have to start with one of the most legendary defensive groups in the history of the game. A unit so good, so consistent, they called him the Great Wall of LA. It all started with the anchor at first base, the Iron Man himself, Steve Garvey. Just a rock-solid, powerful presence.
And then you had the spark plug, the man of the hour, Davey Lopes, locking down second base with his unreal agility and just plain baseball smarts.
At shortstop, it was the always reliable Bill Russell, a true master of his position who just didn't make mistakes. And completing that famous diamond was Ron Cey, the Penguin, holding down the hot corner. Garvey, Lopes, Russell, and Cey. Together, they were an infield for the ages. Now, think about this for a second. 8.5 years. This wasn't some one-season wonder. These four guys started together in the Dodgers infield for 8.5 consecutive years. That is a Major League Baseball record, and it tells you everything you need to know about their talent, their durability, and their just perfect chemistry. But as incredible as that infield was, Davey Lopes' individual talent was on a whole other planet, especially when he got on base. The man was, quite simply, electric. Get this, in 1975 alone, he stole 77 bases. 77. He didn't just lead his team, he led all of Major League Baseball. He was the most dangerous man in the league once he got on first. And it wasn't just about pure speed. The guy was brilliant. He had the technique down. During that same monster season in 75, he stole 28 bases in a row without getting caught. That was an MLB record at the time. He just knew when to pick a spot. The numbers are just staggering when you look at him. He tied a record with 5 steals in a single game. In 1978, his efficiency was just off the charts. He was successful on 45 of his 49 attempts. He finished his time as a Dodger with 418 stolen bases, second only to the great Maury Wills. And his success rate of over 83%, still the best in Dodgers history. By the time he finally hung up the cleats for good, Lopes had racked up 557 career stolen bases. That's an incredible number that still puts him at 26th on the all-time MLB list. Just a true master of the craft. But here's the thing about Davey Lopes. His story didn't stop when his playing days were over. Not by a long shot. All that baseball knowledge, all that passion, it just led to a whole new, successful chapter in his life. This timeline really shows you the whole journey. A journey just defined by excellence. From his debut in 72 to winning a Gold Glove for his defense in 78, and then grabbing that World Series ring as a player in 81, he then moves into managing and coaching, and what happens? He wins another World Series, this time as a coach in 2008, before his final season in 2017. And this comparison right here, this really captures the amazing arc of his career. In 1981, he's on the field, a key hitter, a key defender, leading the Dodgers to the title. Then you flash forward 27 years, and he's in the coach's box for the Phillies, using his legendary brain as a master strategist to guide a whole new generation to a championship. To win at the very highest level in 2 totally different roles, that's so rare and so remarkable. When you get right down to it, beyond the stats, beyond the championships, Davey Lopes' greatest legacy might just be the impact he had on the people around him, from his teammates and his opponents to all the players he coached. Just listen to this from Larry Bowa, another star shortstop from that era. He said Lopes was one of the greatest competitors I had the privilege to play with and against. Bowa played with him and against him. So to get that kind of praise from a direct rival, man, that says everything about your character. And then you see his impact as a mentor. Ruben Amaro Jr., who was an executive with that 2008 Phillies team, flat out called him the best base-stealing coach they ever had. He didn't just play the game in a high level, he taught it, and as you can see, he brought joy to the people he worked with. So as we think about the life of Davey Lopes, it kind of brings up a question, right? How do you measure a legacy? Is it about the records you break or the lives you change? For Davey, the beautiful thing is you don't have to pick one. He was a record setter and a mentor, a champion player and a champion coach. He leaves behind a legacy of both speed and spirit that will never, ever be forgotten.